The Bible has captivated people for centuries, not simply as a collection of stories, but as a chronicle of faith, history, and the human journey. While many have approached its pages with questions, skepticism, or wonder, countless discoveries in archaeology and history have continually provided fascinating evidence supporting its claims. Let's embark on a journey through some of the most remarkable findings that connect the ancient words of the Bible to real events and places, bridging the gap between faith and fact. Imagine the awe and terror of the Israelites as they found themselves trapped between the relentless Egyptian army and the vast expanse of the Red Sea. According to the book of Exodus, Moses raised his staff, the waters parted, and a path was made for the Israelites to escape, only for the sea to crash back and engulf Pharaoh's pursuing chariots. For centuries, many dismissed this account as myth or metaphor. But in the late 1970s, an explorer named Ron Wyatt and his team dove into the deep blue waters of the Gulf of Aqaba, a branch of the Red Sea. There, they reported discovering shapes that resembled ancient chariot wheels encrusted with coral, as well as what appeared to be the remains of axles, human bones, and horse bones scattered along the sea floor. While these findings remain controversial and hotly debated, they continue to provoke curiosity and inspire further exploration. Could these underwater relics be silent witnesses to a momentous event described in Scripture?
Turning to the ancient city of Jericho, the biblical account describes an extraordinary victory. For 7 days, the Israelites marched around the city's formidable walls, and on the 7th day, with a mighty shout, the walls collapsed. Archaeological excavations in the 20th century, led by figures like Kathleen Kenyon and others, revealed something astonishing. The massive walls of Jericho had indeed fallen outward, not inward as might be expected if the city had been conquered by a besieging army. Layers of charred debris and burned grain were found, consistent with the biblical description of the city being destroyed by fire. These findings suggest that Jericho's fall was not just a legendary tale, but a real event etched into the earth's memory.
The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is one of the Bible's most dramatic accounts of divine judgment. According to Genesis, these cities were destroyed by fire and brimstone from heaven because of their wickedness. For centuries, the fate and even the existence of these cities were shrouded in mystery. But at a site known as Tal el-Hammam, near the Dead Sea, archaeologists have unearthed the ruins of a city obliterated by a sudden, intense blaze. The ground is littered with scorched stones and chunks of sulfur, matching the biblical account of fiery destruction. Some scientists believe that a massive explosion, possibly caused by a meteor or comet, could have devastated the region, leaving behind a landscape eerily similar to the one described in Genesis. While debate continues, the evidence is compelling. Something catastrophic happened in the very place the Bible identifies as Sodom.
For many years, critics argued that King David, the famed ruler of Israel, was little more than a legend, a character from folklore rather than a real historical figure. That skepticism was shaken in 1993 when archaeologists working at Tel Dan in northern Israel discovered a broken basalt stele inscribed with the words, "House of David." This ancient artifact, dating from the 9th century BC, provides the first extra-biblical reference to King David and his dynasty. Suddenly, the shadowy figure of Israel's shepherd king stepped into the light of history, his existence confirmed by the stones themselves.
The New Testament tells of Jesus healing the sick at the Pool of Bethesda and the Pool of Siloam in Jerusalem. For generations, skeptics claimed these pools were imaginary, products of religious fiction. But in the 20th century, archaeologists uncovered both pools exactly where the Gospel of John described them. The Pool of Bethesda, with its 5 porticos, and the Pool of Siloam, used for ritual purification, emerged from centuries beneath the earth, their stones echoing the footsteps of pilgrims long ago. These discoveries not only affirm the accuracy of the biblical narrative, but also provide a tangible connection to the life and ministry of Jesus.
Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who presided over the trial and crucifixion of Jesus, was once dismissed by some as a fictional creation. That changed dramatically in 1961, when a limestone block was found in the ancient city of Caesarea Maritima, bearing an inscription with Pilate's name and title, Pontius Pilate, prefect of Judea. This remarkable find confirmed that Pilate was indeed a real historical figure, just as the Gospels recount. The stone, now on display in the Israel Museum, stands as a testament to the enduring truths preserved in Scripture.
Perhaps one of the most extraordinary discoveries of the 20th century was the unearthing of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Hidden in the caves of Qumran for nearly 2,000 years, these ancient manuscripts include some of the oldest known copies of the Hebrew Bible. When scholars compared the text of the book of Isaiah from the scrolls to the modern version, they found a stunning consistency, with only minor variations that did not affect the core message. This discovery silenced critics who claimed that the Bible had been altered or corrupted over the centuries. Instead, the scrolls demonstrated the remarkable faithfulness with which the scriptures had been preserved and passed down through generations.
Nazareth and Capernaum, the hometown and ministry center of Jesus, were once thought by some to be later inventions. Yet archaeologists have confirmed the existence of a small first-century village at Nazareth, complete with homes, tombs, and agricultural terraces. Excavations at Capernaum have revealed the ruins of a synagogue dating to the time of Jesus, and what many believe was the home of the Apostle Peter. These findings bring the world of the Gospels to life, grounding the story of Jesus in real places where real people lived, worked, and worshipped.
Each of these discoveries weaves together the fabric of faith and history. While not every mystery has been solved, and while questions remain, the evidence uncovered by archaeologists and historians continues to affirm that the Bible is more than myth or legend. It is a record of real people, real places, and real events. As you read its pages, remember that you are engaging with a living history, one that continues to unfold with every new discovery. Faith and facts together illuminate the enduring truth of the Bible, inviting us all to explore, to question, and to believe. As we reflect on these remarkable discoveries, we are reminded that faith and evidence are not at odds. They walk hand in hand, illuminating the path for seekers of truth. Each artifact, inscription, and ancient ruin whispers a story that echoes across time, inviting us to look deeper and believe more boldly. Let these revelations spark a renewed curiosity and wonder, awakening hearts and minds to the enduring power and relevance of the Bible in our world today.